Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Robert Collier. A question that has probably crossed your mind at some point. Why do the worst people seem to succeed? You know the type: manipulative bosses, ruthless billionaires, corrupt politicians, or just that coworker who lies and somehow keeps getting promoted. How do they do it? And more importantly, should we be worried? Stick with me, because today we're breaking down the psychology, the systems, and the harsh truths behind the success of the world's most ethically questionable people. And trust me, it's not all bad news. Segment 1, the definition of worst. Before we dive in, let's define what we mean by worst. We're not just talking about people who are mean or unpleasant. We're talking about individuals who lie, cheat, exploit others, and use unethical methods to climb the ladder of success. Psychologists often study traits like narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy, together known as the dark triad. People who score high on these traits tend to be more manipulative, self-centered, and ruthless. And unfortunately, research suggests that these traits can actually help people get ahead. Crazy, right? Let's break it down. Segment 2, how the worst people rise to the top. All right, let's talk about the key ways these people make it to the top. There are a few main strategies they use, whether intentionally or not. Number 1, they know how to manipulate perception. Ever heard the phrase, fake it till you make it? Well, the worst people don't just fake it, they create an entire illusion. Studies show that narcissists, for example, often come off as highly charismatic in the short term. They exude confidence, which makes others assume they're competent, even when they aren't. The problem? By the time people realize they were wrong, the narcissist has already moved up the ladder. 2, they take risks without fear. Unlike the average person, those with psychopathic tendencies don't feel fear or guilt the same way. This makes them bold decision makers, willing to take high-risk, high-reward moves that others would hesitate on. Think about certain CEOs who made ruthless business decisions, laying off thousands while pocketing millions. Ethics aside, their lack of fear often gives them an advantage. Number 3, they exploit the system. Let's be honest, success isn't just about hard work. It's about knowing how to play the game. A manipulative person knows how to take credit for others' work, shift blame, or charm the right people. They understand office politics and use it to their advantage. We often think the world rewards merit, but in reality, social intelligence, knowing who to impress and how to position yourself, is often a bigger factor. Segment 3, why do we let them win? So, if these people are so bad, why do we let them win? Why do we keep electing them, promoting them, or even admiring them? There are 3 big reasons. 1, we mistake confidence for competence. Time and time again, studies show that people who act like they know what they're doing are seen as more capable, even when they're not. Number 2, the halo effect. If someone is successful, we assume they must be talented, hardworking, or smart. We rarely stop to ask, did they just cheat the system? 3, we're conditioned to respect power. From a young age, we're taught to respect authority and equate success with worth. This makes us hesitant to challenge powerful people, even when they don't deserve their success. Segment 4, does this mean good people can't win? At this point, you might be wondering, if being ruthless is so effective, does that mean nice people are doomed? Not at all. but it does mean that ethical people need to be strategic. Number 1, learn the game without losing your integrity. You don't have to be manipulative, but you should understand office politics, networking, and the psychology of influence. Use them ethically to level the playing field. Number 2, develop unshakable confidence. If narcissists can fake confidence, you can build the real thing. Believe in your abilities and advocate for yourself. Don't wait for others to recognize your worth. Make it clear. Number 3, align yourself with the right people. Good people succeed when they form strong networks and support systems. Surround yourself with those who uplift and recognize talent. So, do the worst people seem to succeed? Yes, but that doesn't mean they always win in the end. History is filled with stories of manipulators who rose fast and fell even harder. The key takeaway: don't let unethical people discourage you. Instead, study their tactics, not to mimic them, but to understand the rules of the game so you can win without losing your integrity. What do you think? Have you seen examples of the worst rising to the top? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching, and remember, success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. Winston Churchill.